Hey guys, RB the Garden Nanny. I have made some much needed changes in my garden. If you look at the top picture, there is lamb's ear row. Those lamb's ear, a lot of it is gone, but I've put some in containers because they spread like crazy. And I'm constantly um, edging out, edging out more and more to make room for it. And I do not want to have to do that anymore. The woodland phlox, the beautiful purple, is still there. At the bottom, I've added crates with containers on top. The white containers will hold food of all kind, and the black containers in the back hold my figs. I have 4 different varieties. So this is going to be a much needed change that is going to be for the better in my garden. I cannot wait to fill up these white containers and just enjoy this new food forest. Okay, I'm all finished with the flower garden. I started with this rose in this pot, coral rose, and then I went over to my David Austin rose over here, pruned that up. Also, I have a red rose from a friend, and I added an arborvitae in these containers. It mirrors both sides. I think it looks pretty nice. I have garlic in here. I have some hollyhocks and daffodils in this container coming up. Over here is my larkspur. It looks okay. It's not dead. And back here is my bachelor's buttons. They are looking fabulous. I have daffodils all back here. And I have this beautiful climbing rose that's leafing out. So excited to see that. I have daffodils all lined up back here as well. Let's start up close. The stem here, you see these nodes? This is the flower head. If you go down the stem, you start seeing these buds. These are called nodes. So there's one. As you go down the stem, you just see the different nodes. You can cut. People have different sayings about how low to cut. I cut basically the height that I want to see my limelight. So I will go probably down this low, and all you do is you cut right above the node. And here's another one. You start from the head and you go all the way down to where you want to cut it. So here, and that's basically it. Now on these twiggy stems, they're thinner than a pencil. I would cut all those off. And you want to keep the thicker stems you want to keep, but you want to cut all this little twiggy stuff off. Just get rid of that. It's not going to do any good. And it's really makes fast work since you know exactly what to cut and how to cut it. These limelights, they grow on new wood, so you can cut as much as you want. It will grow back this year. All right, it may look drastic, but don't be afraid to cut your limelight or your panicle hydrangea the length that you want it. I cut it back because it gets so big, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with cutting it back. It will definitely grow.